In the red corner, he stands at 5 feet 7 inches tall and tips the scales officially at 145.8 pounds. He is fighting out of Manchester, England, and is representing SBG Manchester with a mixed martial arts record of 5 wins and 2 defeats. Make some noise for Julio Calcina. Opposite him in the cage, in the blue corner, he stands at 5 feet 6 inches tall and tips the scales officially at 146 pounds. He is fighting out of Liverpool, England, and is representing Aspire Combat Sports with a mixed martial arts record of 4 wins and 2 defeats. Make some noise for Paul Evans.
Legend, welcome back to Cage Warriors, the Academy Northwest. Jamie the Haymaker Hay here with Jason the Blast Furnace. On to our next bout, Jay.
Yeah, again, another bout with 2 very good gyms going up against each other. Julio Calcina of SBG Manchester taking on Paul Evans of Aspire in Liverpool.
Both have a lot of fights between them as well. Their amateur careers, both been tested.
Julio, former boxer as well, does have heavy hands, likes to throw those hands.
Ooh, there we go, look, that leaping left there. He has been unlucky on some of the Shinobi shows. Hopefully this Cage Warriors will be a turnaround for him.
Steps in with a left hook nicely again. Yeah, you know, he's fought some high-level opponents as well, Julio, and, you know, he hasn't won them all, but good experience for him to work on moving forward. Yeah, Evans is another tough test for him, though.
Good work so far.
Evans looking to feint and come in there.
Evans taking the centre at the minute, sort of pushing round.
The Julio feinting back. These guys just getting a measure of each other. I think Julio's the only one really landed again. That left hook comes through.
Yeah, use that overhand right there to sort of lead him with the left after that. Perfect work actually from Julio. Switches up quite a lot as well. Evans looking a bit tentative here on the back foot.
There's the big double leg.
Straight in. That, yeah, goes for a nice takedown there. Takes Julio straight down.
As I say, Julio from a striking background, but he's been working with the team at SBG Manchester for a good while now, a good few years, so he'll be no stranger to the ground, but it's Evans on top after that good takedown. Julio looking to separate the arm for a Kimura potentially.
Yeah, he's looking to switch that Kimura now. He's got the grip on it. He needs to hip out a little bit more.
If Evans can hold his grip and stop Julio getting that arm away from his body, he's quite safe there, but it does lead to a stalemate position.
Yeah, Julio needs to hip out a little bit more and use that leg to push off the hip.
He can also sweep from there if Paul's holding his hands together. He can hip bump and try and sweep the opposite way while he's got no arm to base out with. You know, if he realises the Kimura's going to be too hard to catch, so he does have other options.
Tightening that up a little bit, but
there he goes for it.
Whips it out beautifully there.
Evans done a good job of keeping his weight heavy on that arm. Trying to free it out now, but Julio staying on it.
Trying to drag that arm out now. Julio just not letting go of it.
Yeah, he's like a dog on a bone, doesn't want to give that up. I think Evans is safe. Now, is he? He manages to pull it out. I don't think he's going to have enough time to finish it. Evans just locking it in on the hip.
Good work from Julio there. He really sort of grasped onto that and didn't let it go at all.
Yeah, and at the end there, you know, you're only talking a couple of inches away from the arm being totally free. You know, he obviously felt like he had something there, and he worked hard for that. Didn't come off, but, you know, he was the one attacking there despite being taken down.
Yeah, he was attacking from the bottom. He also had, you know, the better strikes on the top. So, all in all, you know, not a bad round for Julio Calcina.
Interesting in the stand-up as well. Julio, you know, landed a few decent left hooks, a couple where he leapt straight in, covering a lot of distance with it.
Yeah, he was leaping in with the right overhand and then finishing with that left hook. He seems very confident with that left hand. Good work so far from Julio. Needs to keep this up now. and put that pressure on.
And of course, he was victim to the now infamous knockout on Shinobi, which you do worry how that's going to affect somebody's confidence moving forward. But Julio seems in good shape, obviously physically and mentally here. He's not gun shy. He's looking for his shots.
Very elusive fighter is Julio. He was actually against one of the teammates of Paul Evans that happened to as well. So good retribution today to get a win, I suppose.
Yeah, just an extra thing to fire him up. The exchange low kicks there. And you see Evans, he feints with the right a lot and doesn't really commit to throwing it. He's only really landed it his low kicks and tries to pop the jab out just a little bit out of the range.
Right on the shin, that one, shin to shin. Not a nice one to have on your shin for the morning. It'll be quite bruised up.
Heard that one clunk. And that's because Julio switched his stance and Evans kicked inside, which led to shin to shin. Julio went with the left hand there, but from a southpaw stance as the overhand. He
sort of switched it, didn't he, and turned it into that overhand left as opposed to his sort of looping left that he uses. That's a great takedown again from Evans. Let's see what he can do this time. He needs to, exert his dominance a little bit more than what he did from the first takedown.
Yeah, unfortunately the first time he just got his arm snatched up by Julio and was forced to defend, but now he's passed to the half guard, looking to create some space. Good shots coming in. And he's not necessarily, he doesn't need to be in any rush to advance his position. This is a good position to control and ground and pound, as you can see.
Yeah, and he's really, with that arm tied up because he's got the, he's kept a whizzer on, which actually tied his own arm up a little bit. And he was allowing the punches to sort of come in without any kind of defence.
Yeah.
He was trying to hold the bicep, but really struggling with the movement of Paul Evans. And this is a bit of a struggle now from Julio.
You can see Evans just tight there with the head position and with the chest. Julio trying to create some space. He has got back to full guard, which is a slight improvement of 2 butterfly hooks. He wants to try and overhook now and work that for the sweep. He's holding onto the head of Evans.
If he pulls that right leg out, he can definitely go for a sweep there because he's got the momentum on that side. He's let it go. So looking to pass it now. In fact, he's just looking to sit in this position now. He's Paul Evans and drop some shots.
Yeah, and when he has had the opportunity, he's landing some good left hands there, controlling with that deep right underhook and just opening up the taps with the left. 10 seconds left in round 2, and a much more successful round for Paul Evans.
He's tied the head up to stop the shots coming down, but he's still going to take too many shots. That could well be a round apiece there now, going into that third and final round, and the momentum seems on the side of Paul Evans. Looking at that takedown and the strikes that he put in.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a 100% success ratio on the takedowns that he has shot, and that's got to be Julio's worry coming into the third round. He's got to work the distance a little bit better, not overcommit, because the second round, as soon as he got taken down, he's just spent the whole round on the bottom eating shots.
Yeah, it was a nice sort of shot out of nowhere really from Evans. Made it really tough for Julio to defend it. And then once he was on his back, like you say, Jason, he just didn't end up really doing anything. End up on his back, taking shots. Advanced position from Paul Evans, advanced position, and really just tied him up on the bottom and landed at will.
Yeah, and there was the takedown. Just feinted a little right hand and barreled him over for a double leg. Paul Evans will be looking for more of the same than that in this third and final round. Julio has to try and flip the momentum back in his favour. As I say, it could be everything to fight for with 3 minutes left to go.
Yeah, let's see what these boys can do in this third and final round. Nice looping left again. But I think he sees that coming a little bit more now. He needs to set it up like he was doing in the first round. That's where he had the most success, but he's got to be careful, Jay, because the minute he lets some hands go, he may be taken down again.
Yeah, and he'll be thinking about that now. Doesn't want to get stuck in that position again. But he also needs to push forward and try and land his own shots. It's the old paradox of not wanting to move forward but having to. And that's where he comes in, and again finishes the takedown without too much resistance.
Yeah, I think there was not much he could really do there again. Once he threw a couple of shots, which he's having to do standing up, he's susceptible to that takedown, and I can see Paul Evans just riding this out now on the ground and dropping some shots.
Yeah, Julio keeping him nice and tight, maybe hoping to force a stand-up if he can keep his head tied there. If he can keep Evans inactive, he might get the referee to force him up to the feet.
Yeah, he's tying up a little bit, and I think that's probably the best option at the minute.
Just lost the grip there. Can Evans do enough to stay on top? It does need to be working more than that. He's not really throwing anything down. Credit to Julio on the bottom for keeping him in tight.
Yeah, he's certainly doing the right things to tie him up, but and he's not taking too much damage, but at the same time he's not able to get up from this position. So
yeah,
the referee's not looking to stop it, to stand him up either.
Yeah. On the bottom now for Calcina with just over a minute left to go, and as opposed to a grab and hold situation, it really needs to be trying to force a scramble. He's had his arm stuffed there with the right arm of Paul Evans, which means that more shots coming through with the left. Gets the arm free, but you know the sense of urgency that he needs now. You know, he really needs to be thinking about getting back up to his feet. He's close to the fence. There's opportunity to use the fence to his advantage. The grab and hold tactic clearly hasn't worked because we're 2.5 minutes down in the third round.
Well, this is it. He's got 30 seconds left of just pure ground and pound, and you know I don't think there'll be a stoppage from it. But at the same time, the pressure's all come from Paul Evans. The takedowns come from Evans. He's going one way, this, Jason.
Yeah, and Evans picking up the pace of his shots as well. You know, he wants to finish strong. Chopping away with the rights and the lefts.
Yeah, very torrid round again there for Julio Calcina. And, you know, great first round. The second two just really went the way of Paul Evans, who put on some great work.
Yeah, well, you know, he timed his takedowns well, and once he got Calcina to the mat, there was, well, literally no let-up. He controlled the position, controlled Calcina's hips, and just chipped away with the ground and pound, did enough to keep himself working, earn those points, rack up the points. And that'll be a victory in the bag there for Paul Evans, no doubt.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I think it only went one way. You know, again, Julio, some good stuff to take away from that first round. You know, but the takedowns from Paul Evans are too strong, and the hip control, like you said, Jay, was too much.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to the judges' scorecards to declare your winner by way of unanimous decision. In the blue corner, Paul Evans.